What's up, YouTube? I'm Elijah Rawls. I'm an Air Force recruiter. I work out here on the West Coast covering all of NorCal up in the Reno area. I'm an officer accessions recruiter. My specialty is Nurse Corps. And I want to talk to you today about this series called Real Talk. Real Talk series is something I'm looking to do over the next 3 years as I'm stationed here as a recruiter for the I can't even talk, for the Nurse Corps, the Air Force Nurse Corps. I've been in the Air Force 17 years, and I didn't even know there was such a thing, an Air Force Nurse Corps, almost like the Marine Corps, right? You hear Corps and you're like, what is that? But Nurse Corps, I didn't know Air Force Nurse Corps existed. But it is a thing. I knew we had nurses, but I didn't know it was, a bubble, so to speak, of different specialties and facets and career paths and avenues and all these different things that I've learned over the first 2 months of studying in this job. But even then, finding information, I feel like if it's hard for me as a recruiter to find information, it's definitely hard for a civilian or a student or anyone for that matter to find information on this. If you Google Air Force nursing, some things will come up. There are healthcare options under airforce.com, and it shows snippets about different career fields and career paths, but it doesn't really dive deep into what the specialties do. There's a ton of different specialties inside nursing, and even going on here, like on YouTube, the longest video I found for Air Force nursing was, I think, 2 minutes and 40 seconds, something like that. And it's that way with every single specialty. If you dig into each specialty, I think each one is maybe a 2-minute blurb on the career field. And for someone to really grasp what an ICU nurse or a crit care nurse does, or a flight nurse or an ER nurse or an OB labor and delivery, whatever it is, those specialties, for them to really understand what they do inside the Air Force, they need more than 2 minutes, more than 3 minutes. So my job, not my job, but my purpose for this series called Real Talk is to really sit down and talk with Air Force nurses and try to peel back the layers on how they got to where they are, what they're doing in the Air Force, what their specialty is, if they're not practicing in their specialty, how they got to where they're at. Talk about deployments, talk about humanitarians, talk about different missions that Air Force nurses do, talk about education opportunities Air Force nurses have, and really just give genuine information about Air Force nursing from all different specialties, all different ranks, whether they be young, old, all different ethnicities, racial groups. That way we really get a well-rounded picture of what Air Force nursing has to offer. I cannot say Air Force today. I keep saying Air Force. But anyway, that's a rundown on what this series is all about, the Real Talk series. Looking to publish probably one video, one new highlight per month, and we'll see how this thing rolls out over the next 3 years.